Dear learners, welcome back to your educational channel Learn and Educate. We will be studying about the definition of coordination as given by Dalton MacFarland, wherein it is about a continuous managerial process in which an executive organizes, guides, and aligns the collective efforts of subordinates so that they act together in a unified manner to achieve and share organizational objectives. As per Dalton MacFarlane, coordination is a process where an executive develops orderly patterns of group of efforts among his subordinates and secure the unity of action in pursuit of common goal. To achieve the common goal, unity of action is achieved. Coordination means the executive arranging and guiding group work so that everyone works together in an organized way towards the goal, same goal. It is a process wherein the executive orderly arranges the patterns of group efforts to subordinate them and thus among his subordinates so that achieving a unity of action towards the purpose of achievement of common purposes common goal, wherein it is a process wherein the executive develops something in such a way that it orderly pattern of home of the group efforts, and here it is among his subordinates so that there is he can secure the unity of action for the purpose of goals to be achieved, wherein it is about a continuous activity, an ongoing process, a sequence of actions, and how it is not a single act but continuous throughout the life of the organization, wherein the coordination exists before the work is done, during the work, and after the action. Therefore, this shows that it is an ongoing sequence of actions, a continuous process, and it is not a single act, it is a multiple act, it is a combination of acts, and it is a continuous like a cycle during, before, during, after, then again before, during, after the action, and it continues till the executive, that is the manager, the leader, the authority, the person who has the authority, and the person who commands, who derives the coordination. Coordination is the responsibility of executives. It flows from authority and leadership. Coordination is a manager led action, not accidental. It is because the manager himself take the actions and he processes so that the organization achieves it. It develop. This is a development activity. It shapes, creates, builds over a period of time, and this requires planning. This requires coordination. This requires executive to make a plan and implement it to all the resources of the organization, that is the human resources, the group efforts are combined, that is developing, creating something. It requires a learning and adjusting to the new things because it is not, unity does not exist naturally, it has to be developed. Unity is developed by planning. Unity is created, unity is shaped among the individuals and built over time. Therefore, coordination is an orderly, that is systematic activity, disciplined and well arranged. It prevents chaos, it prevents duplication of work, it prevents confusion. Therefore, coordination brings discipline to collective effort. Because of coordination, a pattern is arranged, that is a structural arrangement and recognizable workflow. As a pattern, it clarifies the roles of the organization because this is a discipline activity, a systematic activity wherein coordination brings discipline in a structured manner, in a recognizable manner to the workforce. And this discipline is well arranged and it creates a systematic relation, defined relation. It creates a systematically established work for the people, for the group of people who are working, and it requires a repeatable structure, that is a repeatable action is required for this coordination. This pattern is existing because of cooperation which exists as all the efforts are recognized in one direction. This group effort, that is the collective work, The team activity. It organizes work throughout the team. The work is organized in a groups and a collective task is done, which helps coordination turns many efforts into one work because it is a teamwork. It's a group work, a collective activity. Group efforts is converted into one, and this collective work, the team activity, helps the organization to achieve what they are up to, and the subordinates, that is the employee, staff, teamwork, team members, they result they result into the collective action, an activity which is collection of efforts of individuals who work together so that they can achieve unity. Employees, staff, team members, they work together, operate downwards. The alignment of the individual work coordinates ensure alignment across hierarchy, because of which it ensures activities deliberately and makes the firm decision of how unity does not appear but it exists, and unity is not accidental. Unity motivates, the communicates, it supervises, and thus it aligns all those individuals, all those members of the team into one and makes active. Unity of action is activated by securing the confidence of the individuals and acting together by having a consistent behavior. Their decisions are shared. There is a shared decision. The directions are unified of each and every individuals. Why? So that they are in line with each other, and there is no contradiction. Coordination replaces individual direction with collective direction. Because of coordination, collective direction is achieved. This is a continuous striving and sustained effort in pursuit of achieving a long term objective which requires persistent effort, and coordination sustains momentum towards the goal. Ensured activity, group activity, shared goal, organizational objectives binds individuals, gives meaning to the work. Therefore, coordination exists because common goals exist. Because of this common goal exists, coordination, common purpose goes on, which coordination is a continuous executive led process of organizing and guiding group efforts in an orderly manner so that it ensures unity of action towards shared organization goals. Here, the executive develops a group effort. Executive develops an order by guiding the subordinates for unity of action, achieving unity of action towards common purpose achievement, wherein individual efforts are combined, aligned with group efforts for orderly pattern and coordinated action for unified results. Therefore, with coordination, the organization is able to achieve unity of action, order, directed effort, and clarity. And there is action which is unified, and each and every efforts are sustained towards achieving the goals. There is a clarity of action, there is a clarity of purpose. Therefore, as per McFarland, coordination is a continuous Dalton MacFarland, coordination is a continuous managerial process in which an executive organizes and aligns the group efforts of subordinates into an orderly pattern to secure unity of action towards a common organizational purposes, and it helps the organization to achieve a common goal by creating interdependence and supporting each other, sharing information, working together so that the organization is not one unit but simple small units who work together. Individuals, departments, revenue departments, they work together, they perform the activities, and adjustment is done because people are different, people work differently. Departments have different priorities, but there is an adjustment and alignment of these efforts. The flow of work, the sequence of activities is directed towards planning and day to day functioning, wherein coordination applies to planning and execution within the right activity, and therefore every part of the organization, that is the every individual, the group, orderly pattern of group is created so that it removes duplication, and this collective successfully develops efforts individually. Coordination converts individual efforts into group achievement. Therefore, as per Dalton MacFarland, coordination is a continuous process wherein individuals and group efforts are combined together, timed so that it achieves organizational goals and objectives. Thus, coordination is a continuous managerial process in which an executive organizes and aligns the group efforts of subordinates into an orderly pattern to secure unity of action towards a common organizational purpose. Coordination is the process whereby an executive develops an orderly pattern of group efforts among his subordinates and secure unity of action in the pursuit of common purpose.
Please like and subscribe.